Hello, 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 and welcome, welcome, welcome. And of course, I started just as it's time to go to sleep. I am Lavella, and we are continuing our Let's Play single player vanilla, mostly Java Minecraft 1.16.3. We are working on what started out as a simple sheep barn that has been expanded to be a wool trading center. So I finished cleaning up this area. I think this is going to be wide enough. I think this is going to be wide enough. I mean, our barge. Oh, good. A pillager can patrol. Um, we're not going to make our barges like huge, but if we end up making it bigger than what I intended, which my builds do tend to do that, so it's always an optional thing. If it does become too big, then we'll just widen this some more. So we're going to hold off building anything in this area for a minute. What I did pull back, I was actually pleasantly surprised to see that we really didn't lose that much space up here. Okay, just out of curiosity, I want to see what he has. Ooh, nice. Okay. Yeah, I'm not going to be killing you guys anymore because you actually have things that I want. I might try to steal your llamas though, just saying. They don't have, no. Okay, anyway, so let's get back to it. Yeah, this has now become a wool emporium. Wool emporium, import center, export center. Well, it's export. We're not bringing anything in. So, one thing we need, I guess we could use, I don't want to use gravel. Let's get, I think we need some kind of rock. I don't know that I want cobble, but we might. Let's look at it. Let's see how it looks. Basically, what I'm thinking is wood rots in the water. So, we want them to be able to come up under here if necessary, I think. Do though. No, I don't think that is necessary. Okay, so let's do this. Let's have an indention. And I know I could save resources by using slabs, and typically I would. But this is cobble, and we have oodles. Oodles and bunches and bunches of oodles. So let's do this. Let's just go ahead and make this. Let's take that out. Let's do that wrong. Let's put it here. I don't want the indention after all. I did that on purpose because I wanted an indention, but then I was like, nah, really don't. Okay, so we need more than 2 slabs. Yeah, that's what we need. Okay. And let's get rid of that. You have to be really careful when you're using a efficiency shovel. This water is still. Sorry, we're gonna have to kill the water source. I forget sometimes that we have the aquatic update that allows things to be waterlogged, which makes it more difficult to kill a water source. And even though we have the little data pack that makes gathering wood so much easier, I really don't see that makes it necessary to waste it. I mean, there are times I've left a block or two laid around, don't get me wrong, but you know, we really should get this clay. We're gonna want it. The part that's in the water, we're just gonna leave in the water, but this part, let's get it. Okay. I don't care about the flint. Alright, now we can do this. Technically, we could have done it anyway, but it was going to irritate me, so. Speaking of irritating me, in between episodes, and I was just getting ready to start recording again because I want to get this finished, my phone did a bling bling bling, and it was a notification from Wheel of Fortune reminded me to come play their game on my phone. And I'm just like, you know what? It's one of those things that I've been meaning to do forever, you know. The only notifications I want coming through on my phone are my YouTubers posting videos, Twitch streams of the people that I follow, my check being deposited in my account, and of course, texts, you know, from my son, my nephew, that kind of thing. So, I just went through and took the time to go through all my apps on my phone, which are numerous, and I set them to no notifications. No, no, no. And the reason I didn't include Facebook in that list is because I don't really use Facebook anymore. I used to years and years and years ago. I used it quite heavily. But I found that every time, not every time, but quite often, after using Facebook, my computer would end up with a virus. And it was because, people post those cute little kitten pictures or puppy pictures with the cute little sayings that are clever and amusing and entertaining for a moment. And I would be like, oh, that'll make a cute wallpaper. I'll use that. So I would set it as my wallpaper, and next thing you know, mysteriously, I have a virus on my computer, which, luckily it wasn't anything too horrible, but it was to the point that I had to, go back and restore from a previous backup, and. So eventually, I got tired of all that, and one of the main reasons that I even used Facebook in the first place is because I I was playing games through Facebook, little browser games. Well, the games I was playing, I found out, can be played through Zynga.com. You don't even have to be on Facebook. So my Facebook pretty much started collecting dust. And the other thing is, and I know this sounds really rude, especially if you're one of those people who loves Facebook, but I got really, really tired of hearing about little things in a person's day. I just had the greatest cup of coffee. Oh, look what I had for lunch. Really? Really? I just took 2 minutes out of my life that I will never get back just so I could look at your hamburger and french fries on a plate? No. You had a good poo poo this morning? I'm happy for you. Stop posting it. So, yeah. But the deal breaker, even with the viruses and even with the stupid stuff like that, the deal breaker for me was the constant barrage of people posting things that said, if you don't like this comment, you don't love Jesus. Really? Because, not to get preachy or anything, but I don't remember any scripture anywhere in the Bible that says, thou must love me on Facebook or you're going to hell. So, yeah, that was the deal breaker for me. That was the final straw. That was the final straw. It was like, okay. My relationship with Jesus, that's between myself and Jesus. And I don't need to put a thumbs up on your post to prove anything to you. So, because it's not about you. So, yeah, that was the deal breaker. If you love Jesus, you will do this. If you love Jesus, you will stop making people upset when they see his name. Okay. Now this one's not going to be as wide. We're going to keep this pretty narrow. But, yeah, we are going to keep this pretty narrow. But what we are going to do is we're going to extend it all the way out there. First, we need the scales. No. First, we need the planks. That and that. And then, I need the scales. I started to do this off camera because I'm like, well, it's the same concept. I've already shown them. I really don't need to put this on camera. But each one of these is a little different from the other ones. So I thought, probably ought to go ahead and film it. Record it, whatever you want to call it. I guess record would be the proper term. But anyway, for those of you out there who love Facebook, go for it. I mean, or the Twitter or the whatever you use, the Snapchat or Instagram or whatever. There's nothing wrong with that. If it's bringing you entertainment and you're enjoying that sort of thing, then power to you. It is just not my thing. And I'm not going to force my thing on you, and you're not going to force your thing on me, and we can just be happy. Right? Right. Okay. That's one reason that, because there was a time several years ago when I was actually trying to grow my channel and get it so that I actually could make a living as a YouTuber. That was something I was actively trying to do. But one of the things you really need to be able to do as a YouTuber in this day and age, for that to happen, is you need to be involved in social media. And I don't mean just signed up for it, because I'm signed up for it. But you need to be active, because the whole point of the social media is to reach your viewers, to create a community where your viewers can send you ideas and suggestions, and you see it all the time, like with Impulse and stuff. And not just him, but other big YouTubers, where their fans, their viewers, say, "Hey, that redstone farm you're working on, have you thought about trying this, or this?" Or maybe the YouTuber is a famous builder, and they say, "Hey, have you thought about trying blah blah blah?" And it's very helpful. But by the time I realized how important social media was to growing a YouTube channel, for example, I had completely lost my interest in using Facebook. And I was like, yeah, that's okay. I'll go to work. I'm not stressing it that much. Okay, this one, since this is pretty much just a bridge, we could scoot that out one on each side. We could. I think we're gonna. And I am one slab short. That Labella's one slab short all the time. Yes, she is. One slab short. Alright. Let's do that. Probably more than I need, but that's okay. That means out. Oh, and besides the fact that I really am not now I gotta do these stairs again. Arr! I couldn't have had this brain fart a while ago, right? Before I placed all the stairs. I had to wait until all the stairs were in. I was going to say something, I don't remember. Okay, that can stay. It's the stairs. No, those are slabs. I was actually going to say something now. I don't remember what it was. That's okay. I'll remember it later. the middle of the night. I so love Dip Strider. It's awesome sauce. Okay, I think we got all those picked up. Let's try this again, shall we? Right. Okay, so stare, stare. No. Stare. Blink. Blink. Where are my stairs? Seriously. You know what? If having to sleep a lot in Minecraft is the biggest problem I have in my life, I'm doing pretty well. I really need to quit complaining about it. It's just part of the game. Part of the game. I do think it would be cool, though, however, in one of the updates at some point, if they would allow players more control, and maybe they do, and I just don't know how to do it. I don't want to stop. I mean, I know you can stop the day night cycle, and I don't want to stop it because that would interfere with like crops and stuff. You need that cycle for the crops because, this is day 3 and day 4 of the wheat, growth or whatever. Well, if there's never a day and a night, then that doesn't work. But, and when I say an option to do this, I don't mean that you have to be an expert in command blocks and all that kind of stuff. I'm saying, it's super easy to go in and set your world to normal, easy, hard, creative, whatever. And I think it would be nice to have a very user-friendly option to say, okay, I want my days to be this long and my nights to be this long. Did I do that wrong? Yes, I did. And like I said, there may be an option for that, and I'm just not aware of it. Okay, let's do the slabs. Get them in here. But some people enjoy the night, or they need the nighttime for their AFK farms, or whatever. Maybe there's people out there who actually enjoy playing at night, and that's fine. But when I'm building, I would love to be able to say, okay, I want it to be night for 5 minutes. just or 2 minutes, whatever. I'll give you 2 minutes to have nighttime, and then I want my daytime back. Alright, let's go look at this before I start putting in fence and stuff. Yeah. Okay, this looks right. I am thinking, however, nah, we'll just, yeah. get this done a lot faster if I quit tearing it out and redoing it. I realize that. But I have decided that this needs to come out one more. There. Okay. I feel better now. Yes, my timer went off. I know. My goal is to have my videos last 25 minutes. However, they tend to run into 30, 35, 40. I'm not very good about stopping when I'm supposed to stop, as you have clearly seen. Okay, this, I don't know that we need this to be covered all the way. Let's do, well, why not? Why can't it be covered all the way? What would be wrong with that? Absolutely nothing. Sorry, I got quiet. I'm like so chatty in the last few episodes that I run over because I can't stop talking. And now all of a sudden I'm just like, oh, I'm out of words, so we're done. No, we're not. And I shouldn't say done, I should say finished. Cakes are done, people are finished. My grammar is getting so bad. Growing up, I used to correct my nieces and nephews and my son, and because to me, the way you present yourself vocally makes a huge difference. It's a pretty big impact on how people perceive you. And while I am most definitely one of those people who believes that you should not spend your life trying to be something you're not, when you are trying to go in for a job interview, you really don't want to use words like, yo, dude, what kind of job is this anyway? You gonna pay me? How much you gonna pay me? I need some bread, dude. That's really not good conversation for a job interview. And if you're in Walmart or Target or whatever your department store is where most people go, and you're running your mouth like you've been living in a gutter your whole life, or like you don't have anything past a, you know, primary school education, if that, you don't know who's listening to you. You don't know that a future employer isn't on the next aisle over, cringing every time a word comes out of your mouth. You show up for an interview and you can't figure out why they can't stand you, and you haven't even said anything yet, because you have said something. You said it in Walmart, and they heard you, and they recognized you in the interview. Oh, this is that moron who can't use real English, you know. So, your grammar is pretty important. Your vocabulary is pretty important. Because you don't want to live your life every moment trying to be something you're not. And you don't want to do that. And you don't want to spend all of your time trying to impress everybody, because you need to just be yourself. But at the same time, there's nothing wrong with self-improvement either. Having a good vocabulary doesn't have to be a pretend thing. It could be a real thing. Three. And obviously this is going to be, these torches will be replaced with lanterns. I'm asleep. And I know we're out of time. We're always out of time. Always. But I'm going to go ahead and make some more fence if I can. At least to finish this. Because this, we're too close to be finished. I can't stand it. As a matter of fact, let's go ahead and take this out first. Because it's possible we're going to have to do that anyway. Because of the way this is lining up. So let's just use that for starters and see where that gets us. Still not going to be enough. See, there was a notification, but it was YouTube. That's what I want. We don't need a lot of fence right this moment, so let's just, yeah, we just need enough to finish this. And just for funsies, let's check this light level in the middle. I always have to look for it. 11 sky, 8 block. We are good. We have enough light on the sides that it takes care of this down the center as well. And those are lower slabs, so nothing's going to spawn on there. So our spawn problem is going to be that end over there and that end over there, because of the overhang, the little covering. And I know this looks bad, but we're going to be building our things and stuff. Okay. You know, when I first said this, I thought, it's gonna look kind of stupid, but no, it actually isn't. We're gonna need to put some kind of supports underneath it, though. Do I have any? Yes, I do. I really need to end this video and stop working on this. So maybe we keep it simple. And like where that is, we do that. Maybe. Stop it. Didn't I drop something? Maybe I picked it up. Yeah, I think we're going to keep it simple. I think it's going to be that simple. Yeah, I think it is. I think we're going to keep it that simple. Guys, really? You need to stop doing that. I have plenty of ink. We're good. The only thing I'm wondering right this moment is, see, part of me thinks that we should keep this as the stair, the spruce stair, and have this start underneath. The problem is, when it meets up with the stair, it's not going to fit solid. It's not going to match up right. And I think with this, it just kind of pulls this all together. I almost think that we need to take the stairs out and use logs since this is a bridge. But I kind of wanted to keep this same style that we have in the others. Don't know. These are spruce, right? It's not dark oak. They're really similar in log form. Yeah, spruce. It is spruce. Okay. Alright, so I think we're going to go with that design for this bridge for right now. I'm not saying it's going to be this way forever. I may decide to play with it and it may get changed. Because the more I think about it, the more I'm thinking replace this with logs and just bring the stairs in one. If I bring the stairs in one, I can still have my little pattern under here. I think that's what I'm going to do. I think of this. I'm going to tear this out again. Well, that's part of the game. Alright, so before I start doing this, when I need to be doing it off camera, and this episode is way too long anyway, thank you so very much for taking the time to watch my video and putting up with me and my shenanigans. Thank you so much. I do appreciate it, and we will see you later.